Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look here again at Solana, double checking a couple of key factors here. We're going to double check some liquidation levels, but talk a little bit about kind of the shift in momentum here. And what I mean by that is just that Solana's looking very strong, contrary to Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin breaks out, we could very well see a continuation for Solana here because they're starting to see some little bit more liquidation to the upside here. So people are getting a little more bold trying to short this coin, which makes sense considering we have somewhat of a resistance shelf. We'll talk about that in a minute. But there's a lot of liquidation down as low as about 148. So it would make sense to see the price wick down to that 148 level and to effectively return as if it never happened. It's kind of that power of three, or just in general, that liquidity sweep before the price continues further up. Now again, there's tons of liquidation between 140 and 145, so we got to be mindful the price could continue to run to the downside because there's not a ton of liquidation left above us, but same accord, these levels are support levels too, based on the fact that, because again, people are like, do support levels happen because of liquidation? No, liquidation occurs at support levels, mainly because people, put that as their stop loss and or just in general expect that level to hold. So let's talk about that. What I mean by that is a lot of different things. Let's explain from the big picture looking in. Also too, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the like button, comment below, follow, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Greatly appreciate that. Help grow the channel here to get this in front of more people. So daily time frame, multiple moving averages here. Let's take a look here. We're below the 50-day SMA, but above all others here. So far, the 20, the 100, the 200 is a very positive sign. Okay, so we're definitely in the right side of the tracks here. But until we break up soundly above this 157 mark, I'm not convinced that we're truly bullish. Again, if we get above 157/158, we'd be above the RSI, and of course, more importantly, we'd be above that level at that 20-day and 50-day SMA. Okay, so again, breaking above that level is important. Now, keep in mind, we are already above 50 in the RSI, so we've broken bullish for the most part. Money flow index is much higher than most other coins at this point too. While it's not above the price action, it's very standard on the daily. So these are mostly contributing factors here, letting us know the price is more likely to go up than down. However, until we break soundly above this 157, let's just say 158 or higher, I'm not going to feel super confident because again, we haven't established higher highs on the larger time frame. Okay, and that's important to do that. So even though we've wicked up there a few times, this level here is this 157.25 or just say 158. That's an area of resistance. Okay, so we're kind of in a situation there where it's looking good, but it's not perfect. We could also be starting this could be the beginning of like a cup and handle type of pattern too. While it's not clean and perfect, no cup and handle truly is, we could very well see some range bound activity here, just breaking itself into a descending channel and then breaking to the upside. This is a very common characteristic for those type of setups. So that would be perfectly in line with my goal of getting in around 148. So you can see I got a limit order here, or sorry, that's not a limit order, that's just an alert. And I would consider a limit order long at that point if the price does pull back. What we need for that is for Bitcoin to break down a little bit and to show a little bit of weakness there so Solana can pull back. Either way you look at it here, this is kind of looking probable to see that happen, but once more, we got the 200-day SMA hanging out right there at this level here, this 0.382 fib level, so a lot of reasons why we may not even see 148 if Bitcoin continues to go sideways and up. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, there's a factor of Bitcoin dominance working into play here, but when I last looked at Bitcoin dominance, it's kind of just leveled out. Okay, so we don't really see a ton of improvement there, which is actually good for all coins right now. Either way, looking at this here, we can see MACD is trying to diverge for a second time. Stochastic is swinging down, and we're kind of rejecting out here at 70 in the RSI. So a pullback from Solana makes a lot more sense here, just to naturally cool off a little bit. And now, again, is it going to be a dramatic pullback? Probably not. My hope is, again, to come down to this 0.618 fib level or to effectively bounce off this range about 148. Sorry, I misspoke. That's not a 0.618 fib, but this is a previous resistance level, and that should turn into a new support. So in a perfect world, the price goes like this and continues further up and get in right here around 148. That's ultimately what I'm looking for from Solana right now. Now, could we be sleeping on this here and the price continues up and never pulls back to 148? Totally. That happens sometimes. But me personally, I'd much rather wait for a good opportunity that doesn't happen than to FOMO into a bad one. Okay, so trust me on this, folks. Patience is important. If you can't wait it out, that's okay. I get it. But just ensure you use low leverage or position sizing to ensure you're not getting totally destroyed. Take a look here at the Ichimoku cloud. We can confirm we're still above the cloud. That's positive. Lagging span has intersected, so to speak, so you should have secured some profit on your long position, and conversion line's above the baseline. So we've got 2 out of 3 reasons why leaving your long position or trimming some of your position, leaving it open, is effectively a good consideration right now, just because the way that the market's moving, we're seeing Solana perform quite well, contrary to Bitcoin being stuck on stupid. So in this example, I think we're in good shape here to see the price go sideways and up. But again, if all goes well, in my personal opinion, excuse me, Bitcoin continues to kind of retest that lower 63,000 range, and we do see Solana start to pull back a little bit, and then we consider an entry around 148. Okay, so again, I'm kind of anticipating an entry around that 148 range. That's just me personally. So once more, hopefully this made sense. I described this correctly. There's not too much else to really note here. I think with the liquidation levels here down as low as about 148 and possibly even as low as 140, the price may not look back. It may continue down as low as 140, so there's a possibility of that too. So just know the ton of liquidation between here and here. Okay, this whole range is pretty juicy for any type of bear. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, we may not see that, but if we do, it'd be awesome just to average in our position a little bit lower, right? So if you found benefit here today, please comment below, like, subscribe, follow. If you want to find greater benefit yourself, join our Trading Academy community and signals group. Our recent signals from last week ended up at 64% for Bitcoin, all targets achieved rather, 69% for H-bar and 21% for Bake. There's also an OP trade as well for about 45%. Those trades are still open, but we've trimmed a majority of the profit, and we're letting the rest ride with our stop loss adjusted higher. That's generally the concept, okay? Again, secure profits when you can, folks. This market is garbage. I hope you learned something again. Thanks again so much for joining me here, and we'll look forward to seeing the next video. Have a great rest of your day.